Oh, good afternoon. No, we're going to do our One Day Sunday.
Is it recording already?
Yes.
Oh. So we have to talk about what we learned about at church today. So we'll start with Ira. What did you learn about today?
I'm not talking.
You're not talking because you didn't get to say good afternoon? So then say it. Say it right now. Say good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. And I learned about smelling and tasting.
Smelling and tasting pushes back up.
You always learn about those.
What did you learn about Cole?
Okay, guess what?
What?
Guess what? I did anything real about Jesus. I was just doing some other stuff.
What did you learn about today in church?
I just learned about nothing really about Jesus.
You were talking about the Godhead. What's the Godhead?
Yeah. I was talking about that. I can't remember. Just and I know there's a song of it. Of when Jesus Christ got baptized.
When Jesus Christ was baptized. That one?
Yeah, that
When Jesus Christ was baptized, the Holy Ghost descended as gently as a dove.
that one.
You know that song today? We should turn the time over to Daddy and he can talk about what we learned today.
Shane.
Shane was composing today.
What did you learn today? You learned how to play the piano? Whoa. Whoa. So, Amy and I tried going to class today. and both of the classes were really full.
There were no seats.
There's pretty much nowhere to sit.
No, there were no seats. They were all filled.
Sorry, the sun is glaring off the table into my eyes. So we went and sat in one of the rooms where there was no one, and actually invited a few other couples to come with us that couldn't find a seat. And we had our own class, and kind of invited someone in our class to just share something, and he readily accepted. So he started off talking about perfection, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He started talking about perfection and the idea of how we are told to be perfect, and we are to become perfect, even though Christ himself declared that he was not perfect, and that the only perfect being was God. So we talked about that for a while, and then that kind of segued into
I don't know how
love.
that really segued into these things. It got a little crazy there.
Then we started talking about love, and how to overcome anger through love, and then we also discussed. I'm trying to remember.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, it was like we said, we had an impromptu, just let's talk about what we feel like talking about, and bring in gospel principles and scriptures and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what Amy and I did first, and then we actually had a combined meeting for the last hour that Amy had to take Shane out of because he was being kind of cranky. But we talked about, I'm trying to think the best way to put this. We talked about callings in our church and what makes it difficult for us to fulfill our callings to our greatest potential. And in our church, we don't have any paid clergy. Everyone in our church is they do everything by volunteer. The head of our congregation is called the bishop, and he is called by what's called the stake president, and it's all broken down by areas. So you're assigned to go to a certain congregation based on where you live. It's not like I get to choose where I want to go. So it's all broken down by different areas. The stake presence over a larger area, and he also is called. But the bishop is the leader of our congregation, and he has 2 counselors and a secretary who work together, and they pray to receive inspiration and guidance as to who should be called to which position in the church. And there's all sorts of callings in our church, from primary teacher. The primary is the organization where the kids learn about the gospel. So you can be called to be a primary teacher. You can be called to be in the nursery.
Just 18 months to 3 years.
You can be called as Scoutmaster. Boy Scouts of America is actually our church supports the Boy Scouts of America, and it's actually done. The troops for the Boy Scouts are actually done through each ward most often, and so the Scoutmaster is usually a calling through the church appointed by the bishop. Amy, I don't know if Amy's talked about it or not, I can't remember. Amy was the choir director in our congregation, and she also led the hymns that are sung during the congregation, so that was her calling. So yeah, pretty much every little thing you can think of that would make an organized church congregation run. Yeah, the person who prints up the programs and passes them out before church is a calling. But anything you can think of that would, make an organized religion congregation run, each of those different positions are called by the bishopric, and then the person can either accept or deny that calling. And they do it completely by volunteer work, and none of it is paid at all. So our last meeting we were talking about, what kind of struggles we have with callings, and it ranged from, lack of motivation, lack of interest, not feeling like you were actually called by God to that position, and that, you were just put in that position because somebody needed to do it. We talked about
I brought up lack of resources.
pride, lack of resources. Many times a person can get called to a position that they have no idea about, and it's given to them as a learning opportunity. So that's what we talked about. I don't know if Amy wants to say anything.
Talk about what we're having for dinner tonight, because he summed up everything that we talked about in church. We're #awesome parents. Last Sunday we had coffee cake for dinner. This Sunday we're having homemade cinnamon rolls, my simply delicious cinnamon rolls, and scrambled eggs. #didn't go to the store yesterday is what this really is. So.
And I'm going to tell you something. And then we're meeting on Saint's birthday. And everyone's coming to Saint's birthday.
Nicole kept inviting everyone to Shane's birthday party today. So.
Yeah, we told the kids we were going to go swimming yesterday. Shane took a long nap. I think we actually talked about it, so we ended up not going swimming, which was kind of a bummer.
Michael.
Anything else?
So I will show you that you first.
Yeah.
Except it still says May at the top of the calendar.
So when everyone here is watching this, because I'm going to be posting this, on Monday, it is going to be Shane's birthday. So, because I'm posting this on Shane's birthday, happy birthday, Shane. We love you very much. It's been a very interesting and roller coaster year with you. We love you. Mwah.
Shane, do you have any parting words of wisdom?
Hi.
This is a good cinnamon roll.
And I just need to tell Shane something just right now. It's the birthday song that I need to teach you a new birthday song to learn for Shane's birthday.
What
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to Shane. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha.
Is that what you did at school?
Yeah, I do that at school. When it's somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
let me tell you that.
we will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, I will
I guess Ira has something to say again.
And we see you tomorrow. And bye.
He's a little loud.